live.
We're live?
We are live.
Better be careful what we say.
Cheers. Thanks for making some coffee for me, Therese.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow. Tastes good.
It's good.
Coffee tastes really good when you're underneath a tree like this.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It tastes better. All right.
And when the wind's blowing through your hair.
Yeah. So, how was it getting up here today? How are you feeling?
I feel okay now that I'm not climbing up that really steep climb. That's a steep climb, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's always steeper than I remember it.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. The wrist is a little sore. Definitely jarred it a few times coming up, and you know, I was hoping it would feel a little better today, but it's on the mend, and yeah, the tape I put on here seems to have helped a little bit.
Can't believe you made it all the way up here.
Yeah.
But you were ahead of me the whole time, even though you had the sprained wrist.
No, I think you were just taking it easy on me. All right, well, let's get into some discussion today. Where are you at with cycling? Where are you going with it, I guess, is kind of the main question.
I would like to get back into doing long distance rides again. I do miss it. And they might include some brevets. But I think my focus, and I've had a lot of fun doing brevets, and I think that I've accomplished some of the distances that I was really wanting to accomplish. So, and I've learned a lot about cycling through doing randoneering. So the direction I would like to go now is exploring more and creating my own routes and our own routes. Hopefully you'd like to do some too, to explore and travel. And organized rides are really fun, and I appreciate the people that you meet and the work that's put into it, but I would kind of like to branch out more, even though we've done some organized rides, and even take it unorganized rides and take it more in that direction, where just exploring the world by bike.
More touring type of rides.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Are there any specific rides that you can think of off the top of your head on the calendar that you would like to do next year?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for next year, I mean, I don't want to, overpromise anything, but yeah, for next year, I do want to try a ride from a tour across the country.
Okay.
That would be a really interesting experience.
Yeah. Road, off-road, combination.
Mixed terrain.
Okay.
Mixed terrain. I don't want to be on real busy highways. So one of the things I learned about bike touring is that, you're riding on new roads, and you just have no idea what the traffic is going to be like, or how the drivers are going to treat you. So if I can choose some quiet roads, then that's definitely the way I'd go, even if it takes longer.
Okay.
Definitely want to stay away from the busy highways. How would you set up your bike for a trip like that?
I would.
And would you ride this bike?
That would be the tricky thing. I think that this would be a really good bike for that. But the hard part would be if I'm trying to not slow down a person like you, for example, that I'm riding with, who already is stronger. And if it could maybe
get an electric bike.
Yeah, I just need to put a motor in it, and everything will be fine. So I think that would be the hard part. That might slow you down more than you want to slow down too. The fact that I'm hauling around this heavy bike, even though I like to ride it and I'm fine with it, it's comfortable, but it could have the potential, if we're trying to go fast, it could have the potential to work against us.
Yeah.
So I would have to think about that.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about gravel racing.
Okay.
So are you interested, would you do a gravel race like a Dirty Kanza or one of those events? Would you be interested in doing one of those?
So the route looks neat, but because I wouldn't, because I don't have a racing bike, so I couldn't really go out and try to race it. It wouldn't make sense. because I don't have a bike that's suited for racing.
Right.
So it probably just wouldn't really make that much sense for me to try to go do a gravel race.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What about you? Do you think you'll do Dirty Kansas next year?
I would consider, actually, I would enjoy doing a Dirty Kansas or something like that. I like the idea of the Dirty Kansas mainly because of how long it is. I like the longer format.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to have to commute all that way to get there, though. That's the downside.
Yeah.
You know, if I did it, I don't know. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, like how I would approach it, because part of me would be it'd be the travel time to and from the event doesn't sound appealing, but doing the event sounds great. I mean, it'd be fun to be there, and I'd really enjoy it. I mean, I think the atmosphere and just seeing a lot of people really just excited about riding bikes and stuff, I would love that. But getting there and getting home is the problem.
Yeah.
You know, being this far away from it.
Like, you wouldn't want to just fly in to do that race and then fly back.
No.
Like, you would prefer, like, if you were going to fly somewhere with your bike, like spending a month or two riding around.
Yeah. Okay, I remember another question I wanted to ask you. What do you think is the future of cycling? And I'm not talking about just for yourself, but in general, where do you see cycling going in the future? Like, what's going to be the trend, or, you know, what kind of bikes are people going to be riding? What do you see as the trend for the future? And I don't know, maybe go out 10 years from now.
The main trend we might see, and yeah, this could just be wishful thinking, is toward using bikes to commute and run errands, go shopping, and just general getting around. So, being that we got on the subject of using bikes as ways to reduce our impact on the environment, what is one change that both of us can make? What's one way both of us can challenge ourselves? Is it too noisy back there? Okay.
Yeah.
What is one way that we can both challenge ourselves from here on out to reduce our impact on the environment? It could be with our bike or something else that we're not maybe doing enough of already, or not doing it as well as we could.
Yeah, I would say probably the number one thing would be planning our driving. If we are going to drive, I'd say probably planning our trips more carefully. So rather than just constantly just feel free to jump in the car and go somewhere, maybe just be better at planning it and, you know, using the car as little as possible, only for necessities. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Check back again soon. I've got some more interesting stuff coming up. And until next time, have a great weekend, and see you soon.